Hey, it's Fred, the Submarine Guy. Today we're going to talk about 5 key factors to achieve profits online. Now, there's a lot of ways to make money online, but there's really only a couple of factors that you need to have in place. And no matter what kind of marketing you're going to do, you'll be a big success. So number one, I think, is your expertise. Now, there's a there's a lot of different things you can sell online, and if you've got expertise in a profession, say carpentry or a hairdresser, barber, um, golf, any of those kind of things, you can teach all kinds of facets of those things and make good money for it. But there's 3 basic categories that allow you to bring in good money and have good size audiences that have money to spend on your stuff. The first topic is how to make money online. Okay, there's a lot of different things you can do to teach making money online and things like that. That's what I do. It's the one I'm most familiar with. It's the one I have most of my expertise in. Number two is love and relationships. Something way out of my category, okay? But a lot of people are really good at it. Breaking up with your ex, getting back with your ex, how to get a good-looking boyfriend. There's all kind of ways, things that you can sell. And if you're an expert in any of those areas, you'll make good money. And then the third one is personal improvement, personal development. And these are things, anything from improving your attitude and your having a positive attitude and things like that, to improving your appearance, your weight loss, your skin, products and that kind of thing. So there's those 3 categories there that have a lot of people in them, that have a lot of money, that want a lot of what your expertise can give them. So you got to be an expert in one of those 3 areas. Okay. The second thing is you've got to be able to provide a lot of value for your prospect so that he or she can see that there's a lot in it for them. And a lot of trainers say you have to be able to read what's in the prospect's mind. Talk about what's in the prospect's mind and solve those problems that he's going over and over and over in his or her mind. Okay. That's the value that you provide. And you can provide that with training, with articles, with videos, with audios, a lot of different ways you can provide value there. Um, so that's the second thing. Number 3, and this is where I started to get into my area of expertise, is you have to be able to not only grab a person's email address to get them on your email, but also provide them value over and over and over again. There's a statistic that I've got emblazoned in my mind that says 80% of all sales are made between the 5th and the 12th contact. Think about that. 80% of all sales are made between the 5th and the 12th contact. And some people say that number goes as high as 20 or 25th contact now. The way to do that is to have them on your email list so you can continue to market to them and get them to know you better, to like you, hopefully. And therefore, based on those 2 factors, they'll trust you enough to buy your product or buy your service. But until you can get them on your email list, following up that many times is going to be very hard. You're going to either have to do it manually or haphazardly, and whenever you catch the person on Facebook, for instance, and that sort of thing. With an email, you can set it up to run in automatic. Send this email 3 days later, send this email 4 days later. You can set up little rules like that that are very easy to set up, but they also follow up with your prospect at predefined intervals. And you can send them to your blog, articles that you wrote. your videos you've shot, audios that you've recorded. You can send them a lot of places from the email, but the email is like the glue that holds everything together. So that leads us to number 4 of the important things. And that one is, and I think this is probably almost the most important, and number 5 is really the most important, but this is like the second most important, and that is build your list. You build your list of interested products in your chosen niche. Remember, the first thing we talked about was your area of expertise, where you want to focus, and that's where you're going to build your list. You're going to build your list of, in my case, people that want to make money online, and all the things about making money online is where you can, gain in expertise to build your list with. Your list is the only thing you really own in marketing online. I mean, if you think about it, all the social media platforms come and go, the rules change, the rules make it easier or harder to market on. The rules change all the time. They go away, a new one comes up, an old one goes away. They're just a pretty volatile market. Now, Facebook has shown some longevity, obviously, but to play on Facebook, you really got to buy advertising, okay? Unless you know how to get prospects organically or free on Facebook, and we can teach you some of that. It's a pay to play on Facebook, the way Mark Zuckerberg's got it set up now. But building your email list is the one thing you can take with you from product to product, company to company, country to country. No matter what happens to you or your business, your email is always yours, and it's the biggest asset, the one asset that you'll have. The second is probably your videos, but those you can easily keep on your hard drive, even if you upload them to YouTube or Vimeo or those kind of places. But your email list is yours, and it's your most valuable asset. The reason people don't gain a lot out of their email list is they fail to focus on one thing. And so they don't build an email list, therefore they can't get any profits out of it. If you start early building your list, even if you go a little left or go a little right on your focus, your business focus, the email list can still follow you, and the people on your email list will still be applicable, will still be interested in what you're targeting in your niche. So the last thing is, and the most important that I alluded to earlier, is to build your reputation. And you do that by being there all the time, by emailing consistently, by doing videos consistently if you're a video person, by doing audios consistently, by being on Facebook consistently. Any of those things that you want to be a part of your marketing system, you need to be there repetitively over and over and over so that people get to know you. Hopefully they'll like you, and based on those two factors, they'll trust you enough to buy your products or services. And that's what those 5 things, your expertise, the value you provide, follow up, building your list, and getting building your reputation so that people will know, like, and trust you, are the 5 most important factors in building up big online profits. Now, if you've never done this before, you've got to start somewhere, right? You may not have any expertise in online marketing. You can learn that, okay? There are skills you can learn on how to collect emails, how to send emails, how to build a product, think about it. If you build a couple of videos and they're full of value in your area of expertise, and you package it up for $97, $297, and you make a sale, think about what you've done. You've literally created money out of thin air. It's not really thin air, it's thin electrons, okay? But you've created value that somebody paid you for, and they can pay, since they pay you for it once, it's electronic, so you can deliver it over and over and over. Hundreds of people can buy it over and over and over to give you money over and over and over. It's like creating money out of thin air. And that's the way I like to describe it. It's not really air, but it's almost air. And that's why online marketing is so popular and so lucrative, is that you can literally create value out of nothing and sell it for big, big money. Okay. So that's why I'm so excited about it. I think you should be too. Again, if you've never done this before, you have to learn the skills. And that's what I can teach you. That's the kind of thing. I've been around this industry long enough. I've created a lot of value for people. I've made a lot of money. I'd like to show you how to do that. And it doesn't happen overnight. There's no easy button to push or anything like that. A lot of people try to make you think there is, but there's not. You got to put in some work, and that's learning new skills. And once you learn those new skills, then you can go and sell those. So that's the 5 things. They sort of go with the first checklist that I sent out. So I hope you enjoy that. And I'd like to get some feedback from you. If you like what you've heard, look at the checklist, see what you think, see where you think you might have some knowledge, see where you think you might have some holes. Get back to me on email and let's talk about it. Okay, we can move you up the value chain, if you will, and create a lot of value in you. But you've got to take the first step. You've got to let me know, where you need help, what you want to do, how much money you'd like to make, what you would like to do to make that money, and those kind of things. And we'll go from there. All right, I hope this has helped. Again, look at the checklist, look at my email, reply to the email, let me know what your problem areas are, where you think you need some help, and we'll go from there. Have a great evening.